Hola amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hooverlux. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso, assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to do a quick video, not on vacuum cleaners actually, on my smart home. Well, you know, kind of like a smart home. I have the central heating and hot water is run through Hive. I have Amazon Alexa. I have one here, one in the living room, and the remote control upstairs. And I also have some Wemo switches for some of the lamps and everything. But I've found that Hive light bulbs are absolutely fantastic. I use them all the time in link with Alexa. So I've created rooms. Shut up, Alexa. I've created rooms, I've created different types of groups that you can using Amazon Alexa with other smart devices. So today I've got a number of them. For example, here in the kitchen there's a number of lamps. There's one there above the fridge. Alexa, switch on fridge lamp.
Okay.
Alexa, fridge lamp 100%.
Okay.
Ta-da! So the lamps have got specific names. So that one, for example, is on top of the fridge. So it's called the fridge lamp. There's another one there, and it's got a bird on it. But I kept having problems with Alexa understanding the word bird lamp. She had big problems for some reason, I don't know why, so I've ended up having to call her chicken lamp. She understands chicken lamp. So all of the lamps have got specific names, and sometimes I've had to rename them because Alexa doesn't quite understand what name I'm on about. Anyway, back to this. I have here a Hive Active Light. This is a 9-watt warm white light. There are different types out there. There are the tone ones. I have one of them which goes from sort of like you can have around cool white to warm white, or there's another one which does different colors. So this is my 9-watt Hive Active Light. Here we have the rating sticker for it. So on energy efficiency it is A+, and I've been using these for, it's about a year, I think, was the first time I bought the first one, and I must have about 18 of them now around the house on lamps and stuff. Yeah, highly recommended. So it's a dimmable smart light bulb you can control from your mobile, tablet, or your laptop. But I mainly use Alexa, or I use my app. So without further ado, we'll have a look at this and see what it's like. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen, and I've got here the box. Oh, actually, I've got two of them. So these are, let's have a look at the box on the side here. This gives you 806 lumens, 9 watts, 2700K warmest white, 220 to 240 volts. The other bits I don't really understand. Full instant light, so it doesn't warm up, just like a normal LED bulb. And it lasts for, well, that's the size of it, 120 by 60. And it's 100,000 on and offs. Anyway. Helps save energy by letting you turn your lights on and off from your mobile app, tablet and laptop. Use the app to set schedules and dimming levels so your lights switch on and off or dim even when you're not at home. Easy to install, simple, replaces your existing light bulb, works with Hive Hub and app and also Alexa. So I've gone through, the energy ratings on as well. So this is the box that it comes in. So if we open the lid, this is an Edison. Is it a? It's a bayonet type bulb. This one is. So if we just take the lid off. Inside you have a little instruction booklet. 9-watt dimmable warm white bulb, and that just gives you some ideas on how to like a quick start guide, but I've done enough of these, I know what they're like. There's also the Hive details on the back as well if you need some help. And there we have, and that's it inside the box, is the bulb. It's pretty much the same size as a standard light bulb, to be honest. There's no difference in size on it. It looks exactly the same. It's made of like a thick plastic. The bayonet part of it, that is metal. And it's got Hive written on it there with some other details, but that's it. That's the bulb. That's what it just looks like, a bog standard normal bulb. So what we need to do now is to get it connected. So because I'm using my phone to record this, I'm going to use my iPad to do the connecting of it. So that's all I have to do is go into the Hive app. It's currently loading my data. Okay, so there's the dashboard. That's all the bulbs that I have through the house. That includes the hot water, the central heating, and then the names of all the other lamps here, here, and here. Say for example, the utility room, it's got a lamp in there with a bulb. I just click on that. I don't know if you can't really see because of the screen. Let me see if I can, there we go, that may help. Click on, and the light is on. It's currently on 10%, and then I can just have it up to 100% if I want, or I can dim it down, down to off, or I can dim it back up, that way. Manual means that I switch it on and off, or I ask Alexa. If I'm going on holiday, then I will use a timer and I will set a room schedule for it to come on and off automatically. But the majority of them, unless I'm going away, they just stay on manual. So we'll switch that off because I don't want it on. Okay, so to add a new light onto it, I go onto my Hive. At the bottom it's got add. Okay, hang on a second. Just, oh no, on this side here it says install devices. So it asks, choose which device you'd like to set up. Leak sensor, add another device, add a heating zone, or upgrade to Hive 2. So I'm just going to add another device. Let's get started. Number 1, check that device is fitted, plugged in and turned on, or has the batteries inserted. So first of all, I need to go and plug this bulb into where I want it. Okay, so I'm in the attic room, in the attic guest room, and this is where I'm going to put the bulb. So let me just make sure I switch it on. Whoop. Okay, switch it off. Remove the bulb, the current bulb, and just pop the Hive bulb in and fit it. When you switch it on, you will have 2 flashes. Those 2 flashes indicate that the power is on. Do the bulbs one at a time. Don't do all the bulbs together because it gets confusing. So I've put the first bulb in. Now I have to go back to the app. Okay, so I'm back here at the app now on my iPad. So let's get started. Number 1, check the device is fitted, plugged in and turned on. Yes, it is, as we left it. So press go. Now it's looking for devices. It takes a few minutes for it, or shouldn't take a few minutes for it to find the device. So it starts counting down automatically from 10 minutes. So I'll edit this video so that you won't have to watch while it searches every minute. Otherwise you'll get bored. I'll come back to you when it's found it. Okay, that wasn't long. That was 50 seconds for it to find it, and it finds it as a warm white light. Top of the button, I press continue. Warm white light. Yes, so continue. Rename now. Let's say, okay, I'll rename it now. And it comes up with the default name of Warm White Light 1. So I'm going to call it Attic Room 1. Then there's save, press save. Tick. Next. Your device is now set up to ready and use. You can access them through the menu. If you want to rename them, blah 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 blah. Yes, done. And then it reloads the data onto there. And it's called, let's find out what it is. It should do it automatically. So there we go, Attic Room 1. If I click on Attic Room 1, it's showing 100%. I can turn it off. The next thing I want to do is to put the other one into the other lamp at the side of the bed. So again, install devices. Why is it not? Okay, my Hive. Install devices. Why? Okay, there we go. Install devices. Add another device. Let's get started. I'm going to go upstairs and put the other bulb in. I'm not going to bore you again by doing it again. So I'm just going to nip upstairs. Okay, I've just gone upstairs and put the bulb in. Let me... Oh, I can't zoom in on the front camera. Press go. Again, it's going to do the same thing for looking for the device. So we'll just leave it to find it. That took a little bit longer. So again, it comes up as warm white light. Press continue. Warm white light. Continue. Okay, rename now. Yes. I'm going to delete the standard text that's there, and I'm going to call it Attic Room 2. Save. Next. Blah 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 blah. Done. And there we go. It's gonna add it on to my thingy. There we go. So I got Attic Room 1, Attic Room 2. Click on Attic Room, and there we go. And there it is. So I'm gonna switch it off. So now that I've added them, they're on the system. What I need to do now is to go into Alexa. So I'm gonna go into my Amazon Alexa. When she wants to start. Thank you. And I'm going to go down into the menu, and I'm going to go into Smart Home. Then I'm going to go to Discover. So click on Discover. Now she's looking for devices, so she's going to be looking for these smart bulbs. Doesn't take too long, to be honest. And it says there were 33, so I have 33 smart devices, and it's now found the other 35. So there we go, Attic Room 1, Attic Room 2. So what I want to do now is I want to create a group for that. So create a group. Oh, actually, it says there, Attic. So I'm going to call it Attic Room. And then I'm going to scroll down for the devices. just look if here we go, they're right at the bottom. Attic room 2, attic room 1. So I got 3 on there because there's 1 lamp with a Wemo switch and then the 2 bulbs. So once I've done that, I can save. And it's not letting me do it. Let me call it something else. See, these are the things you're going to come across when you're actually putting it on yourself, when you have these smart devices. So I'm going to call it Attic Guest Room this time. So let me scroll up and save. And there we go. So I have all these different groups, and Attic Guest Room has 3 devices on there. So I can just ask Alexa, switch on Attic Guest Room, and she'll switch that on. So there we go. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Alexa, switch on Attic Guest Room.
Okay.
If I go into, there we are. You can see here that they are actually on. I don't know if you could see the little orange button. Alexa, switch off Attic Guest Room.
Okay.
It'll take a few seconds to filter through. Just refresh the page and there we go, they're off. So that is pretty much it with the Hive. I really do like them. They're not cheap. I mean, they really are not cheap, but I've been buying them bit by bit and sort of like doing it that way, and then I could afford to, you know, change the majority of the bulbs of the lamps around the house. So I've just been doing it slowly, bit by bit. I do also have other device I just mentioned, which is the Wemo switches, and I've just found them to be so unreliable. They go offline frequently. The Hive light bulbs and the central heating and hot water, they did have an issue after Christmas, and it did take them about 3 to 4 months for them to do an update. Now what happened there was the receiver, which is the thermostat, and the receiver I have over there kept trying to route itself through one of the lamps. So what they had to do was to do a big update to stop the thermostat from routing through other devices and to route directly to the receiver, which is just over there. So you know, it's sort of like the socket on the wall. So they finally sorted it out, and since then I really have had no issues. I have bulbs. This is a 3-story house, so I have bulbs upstairs, I have one in the garage, I have one outside, one under the roof of the garage as a security light, and they've never lost signal. They have been absolutely perfect. The Wemo switches, on the other hand, I think I have about 3 of them which are offline at the moment. They're an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to get rid of them because I'm sick and tired of them dropping out all the time. So I really did like the Wemo switches when I first had them, but they're just full of issues. And there's other brands out there like TP-Link I haven't tried or any, but I'm going to get the Wemo ones. But again, they're like 40 quid a pop. So again, it'll be like 1 a month or 1 every 2 months or whatever to replace the Wemo switches that I have. But I don't like them anymore. I just, there's other better brands on the market, and for example is this one. The only thing I will miss is that on the Wemo switch there's a button, so you can manually override the buttons. You can switch it on and off. You don't have to be using an app or your phone or whatever. You can actually just push the button on it, which I don't think the Hive one does. It has a button on the switch which makes you think, but I don't think it is actually for switching on and off, from what I've read. I don't know, I'll find out when I get one. I'll do a review on that. So yeah, so these are my Hive light bulbs. Highly recommended if you've got the Hive system in your house. Thank you very much for watching. I've got some vacuum stuff coming up. I've got lots of other videos on my channel, so please, you know, if you wish to have a look at them. And thank you very much for watching, and please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. So enjoy your evening, and bye bye.